Hi everyone, welcome to the bloopers, behind the scenes, extra footage, whatever you want to call this. It's a mix of all of it, but it's split into 3 parts. We did rehearsal for one, just so I could see how it would look on camera. Then we had an original shoot. Then we had a main shoot. Sorry, I guess it's 4 parts. Then we had a reshoot. So we had 4 different things. We did rehearsal, and that's just footage that was never going to see the light of day. It's just to map out how I wanted things to look. Then the original shoot I went and recorded with the girls, and then I realized I don't really like it. So then I went home, I drew out all the shots, and I tried to plan it.
Remember when you fell off the chair at PE?
Yeah, that was so funny. I fell over.
I think the thing that I'm gonna miss the most though is definitely field day. It was so much fun helping the little kids.
No way, they're actually out?
Yeah.
That way when we went again for what I'm calling the main shoot, it looked a bit better. And then finally we did reshoots for anything that I felt we could have done better, or just extra little things to kind of add to it. So, but yeah, you're gonna hear my commentary on some of it. You're gonna just see bloopers on others, and then yeah. But this first section is rehearsal.
What? Okay, keep practicing. Yes, you're supposed to be going through it. You are practicing. Do it maybe from the second page, so that way we can get Izabella to practice too. What? Sprinkling. Let's go, read your lines. So then, Allie, you would snatch it.
So yeah, again, these shots are meant to kind of let me get an idea of how it's gonna look on camera, test the lighting, see how it looks on their face. And honestly, I think I went home and looked at the footage and I was like, it's too much light. That's why we ended up moving to underneath the trees. But yeah, this is all rehearsal was for. You weren't supposed to see any of this. So this shot here was actually what we used for reference for the ending. This was the first ever practice take, and I loved how it looked. I love the way Allie snatched it. I love the way Izabella comes in and joins them. How she kind of hesitates to fully sit, and then she fully sits down. It was perfect. So we actually referenced this the entire time, even for the final recording of what you see in the video.
Out?
Yeah, thanks for waiting for me.
Look, it's Melissa. Is that a point fight picture of her? Look, it's Tara strong with
All right, so this was actually the real first take of the video, but I went home and reviewed the footage and I didn't like it, so I added some extra stuff. I went home and planned all the shots, so this was what the video was supposed to look like, but we took it again, and that's what you see in the final video.
Hide the device. I can still see it.
How do you see it?
No. Ready? All right, go. I'm ready whenever.
No problem. No problems whatsoever.
Stop looking at the camera. Keep your eyes out there. Keep your eyes on a cone. Look between the cones. Ready? Go.
So you're gonna hear me talk to the girls like this pretty often. It's just, I promise I'm not being rude. It's just the way that we talk to each other. They'll talk to me very sassy or sarcastic, and I do the same back. So I just think they kept looking at the camera, so I just had to keep reminding them, stop looking at me. But anyways, for the beginning of the scene, I initially told the girls to make up something like a fake conversation and then lead into the real conversation of the video, which was eventually replaced by the homework question or whatever that Allie reads. But for this, I guess they chose Chick-fil-A, and Allie couldn't take it. You'll start to notice also too that that's the recurring thing is it's always Allie with the bloopers. It's never anyone else.
I can't talk about you.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, so how do you
And Kaylee looks at the camera right there.
And he didn't see her thing.
Find your son and sick.
But remember when Michella was
Allie, make sure we can see your face too. Action.
So you're going to notice that most of these clips are like full clips, and that's because this is what the video was supposed to look like. Like, these aren't bloopers or anything. I just wanted to show you what the original version looked like so that way you can understand why I prefer the new version over this one.
Yeah, that was so funny. I fell over and the table fell on top of me. And didn't see or hear a thing.
Again.
So on this clip, we had to take this about a couple times because Allie just kept forgetting her lines.
I know. Well, remember when Michella led our habit assembly? She did such a good job. Which habit assembly was your favorite?
Probably the big rocks one where Naisha and Izabella were showing a visual of the big rocks and the little rocks. But one of the things we noticed the most is definitely
Are you gonna go? And continue. It was Michella habit assembly.
She did such a good job.
Stop looking at me.
She did such a good job. Which habit assembly was your favorite?
probably the big rocks one where Naisha and Izabella were doing a visual of the big rocks and the little rocks. But I think the thing that I missed most from that is definitely the field days. It was so much fun helping the little kids. Probably the big rocks one where Naisha and Izabella were showing a visual of the big rocks and the little rocks.
If you can, don't just keep looking out at the field. Look at her more like you're her friend, because you're just staring out here. So like look over at her every couple times you're speaking. Ready? No, you're doing good. Ready? Here we go. Go again, go again, go again. Two, stop. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Which habit assembly was your favorite?
Probably the big rocks one where there was a visual of the big rocks and the little rocks. Where Naisha and Izabella were doing a visual of it.
Oh, but remember when Michella led our habit assembly? She did such a good job. Which habit assembly was your favorite?
Probably the big rocks one where Naisha and Izabella were doing a visual. But one of the things I'm gonna miss the most though is definitely field days. It was so much fun helping the little kids.
Yeah, my sister told me after elementary school there'll be no more field days, so that's probably one of the things I'm gonna miss the most.
Well, I'm just gonna miss the school in general. But
You had it. That was good.
So in this is where we introduce Izabella, and she comes in, but we just couldn't get the timing right, so we had to take it a couple times.
hey guys, you never guess what I got.
And this one was a good take too. It's just she looked at the camera right there.
And stop.
So again, she missed her cue here.
But I'm really gonna miss this year because it's our very last year here.
This one was a good take, but Allie just forgot her lines right before she was about to sit down.
There's just so much I'm gonna miss, especially
Then it happened again here.
this year so much, especially the school in general. But
Come on. Not like that. How about turn your body like this?
I don't want them to see my face a lot.
Allie!
Good? Okay, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
And I think I settled on this take, at least for the day. I went home and reviewed the footage, and I noticed that Izabella came in with like a serious face, and I wanted her to look a bit more happier. And then at the end, she also looked at the camera.
hey guys, you'll never guess what I got.
What?
1.
So on this take, this was actually one of the best ones, I would say. It's just, you could see Kaylee and Allie are centered right now, but when Izabella joins them, she covers Kaylee, so I had to adjust.
2, 1.
So this was right after I just moved slightly to the right, angled it more on them in the center, and then Izabella is supposed to join them in the middle. And the whole idea of this shot is to make it so you can't see the cover of the yearbook. that's what the end portion of the video is for. It's supposed to be like this big moment where they're flipping through it and reacting to the yearbook for the first time and laughing, and then finally the cover's revealed and some of the things that are inside of it. So in that quick flash moments, this was some of like the footage that was recorded, and I literally just handed them the yearbook and said react to it. You know, like I want your genuine reaction. I didn't let them see the yearbook before it up until this moment. And then another neat little thing that you might notice is their outfits are completely different than what it is in the final video. And that's because this was the original shoot. And then I was like, you know what? I didn't really like the footage. Let's go back and do it again. So their outfits are different. Just a neat little thing in case you didn't notice it.
Wait, go back.
And again, I only wanted to show you these clips because you wouldn't have ever seen this. So this is literally like a real behind the scenes of us recording and all the effort that it takes. But okay, now on to the main shoot, the stuff that you do see in the video. So in this clip, this is how we started the video. This was the clip of Allie loading the cassette, and we actually got this in one take. She actually did pretty good. I mean, she stumbled a bit, but I just kind of cleaned it up. Also, I recruited Miss Papworth to kind of help me and feed me the shots that I planned. So all those shots that I drew, she was kind of just telling me and reminding me so I could stay on track. I had them memorized, but I mean, when you're recording, you kind of forget what you have to record. So I kind of just had Miss Papworth help me stay on track.
2, 1, go.
And then right here, you'll notice in the top right, you can see Miss Papworth's foot. So I had to crop in the final video, that way you didn't see it.
3,
So in this clip,
2, 1,
I have to come down with the camera. So basically I'm pointing it at the sky and I'm bringing it down on them. And it's really hard to tell if they're going to be centered until I get close to them.
2,
And you can
1,
see
go.
right before I get to them, it's like a right to left movement that I had to do. And I just wanted it to be a smooth up down. So we had to redo this one a couple times, but I think we only did it about 4 times before I actually got a decent one.
3,
So this clip was
2,
basically the same
1.
thing. I overshot, and you can see me having to adjust because I pointed too much at the grass. But also, Allie ended up looking to the right, I think because Miss Papworth moved.
Hold on, let's do it again. Ready?
So
3,
we had to do it
2,
again
1,
regardless.
Go.
And then this was a shot you end up seeing in the video.
In the fall, some geese begin to fly south from their home in Canada. Why do geese fly south?
So again, keep in mind that this was the second day of shooting. I introduced them doing homework. That way it's not just them awkwardly sitting there, because they looked a bit uncomfortable. So I wanted them to be doing something. And this was a last minute change. I had Allie read a question, and then Kaylee supposed to like interrupt her, and then they start the conversation. But after the first time, I think Kaylee realized like that doesn't really flow well. So she made a suggestion to kind of like respond to Allie and then start the conversation, which was just another good way of like us collaborating, you know, like she made a suggestion and I was like, oh yeah, that actually works better. And I mean, we got it on the second take.
Why do geese fly south?
We do it again too because Allie does this weird look around.
The 4 rings that we have been talking
How do you
about.
think you did on your stick?
Try again. So pretty much Kaylee just interrupt her.
Wait,
And,
but why can't I? Let me say the answer first. Like, I think it's B.
oh yeah. And then just go straight into, how do you think you did on your state test? Okay, you ready? Try it again one more time. 3, 2, 1, go. Allie, from that word.
Why do geese fly south?
You have red rings around you.
I think it's
Now,
B.
let's get down to the rules of the game. The rules of the game are very simple.
Wait, how do you think you did on your
So needless to say, that was such a good suggestion. So good job, Kaylee. Another thing that you'll probably notice is you can hear Coach Santiago in the back of almost every single one of these clips, even the original and the reshoots. Like you hear him throughout it all.
Why do geese fly south?
You have red rings around you. No problems. No problems whatsoever.
And I didn't use any sort of software to remove his voice. No, we did something that was very time consuming. So we shot all these and then we went into Miss Papworth's room and I brought a professional microphone and these girls listened to their voices in the video and then had to re-record it and kind of like mimic their voice. So they did such an amazing job both on the shoot and then re-recording. Because could you even tell? Okay, so to add on to what I was saying just now, this is the entire edit file for the yearbook commercial. And you could see it is pretty stacked. Every little thing that you're seeing, these little rectangles and squares and little notches here, they all play an individual piece. And everything is hand placed. Everything is selected where it needs to be at the perfect time when you need to hear it. So the only reason I'm showing you this is because, I mean, these girls worked very hard, and I don't think anybody realizes that. After we had finished filming, I pieced together the video and what it was supposed to look like, and then we took this. Let me just solo it for example. Let's skip to here. So you can hear Kaylee there, but you hear Coach Santiago in the back, and I mean, like, we can't help that. You know, I can't tell Coach, hey, can you stop teaching because I need to film this. That it doesn't work like that. So instead what we did was we filmed it completely, and then I brought in headphones and I brought in the video and what it's supposed to look like. The girls listened to how they said it, and then they had to recreate how they said it into a microphone. Pretty much the one that I'm speaking into right now. The only reason is because, I mean, if we had the video sounding like that, one, you can't hear them because they're so far, and two, it distracts it. You can't hear what they're saying. So after they re-recorded it, and they had to do it on the exact time, you know, if they said it too fast, it wouldn't match their lips. If they said it too slow, it wouldn't match. If they said it in a happy voice, but their face was straight faced, it wouldn't work either because the emotion doesn't sound the same. So these girls worked really hard, and I just, you know, I cannot thank them enough. I don't think anybody gives them that much credit. Like they worked so hard. But let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm soloing out Allie's voice here. Let me show you what it sounds like originally. You can't even hear her. You just hear Coach, really. So let's solo Allie's voice recording line. So this is it here. So blue is Allie because she was wearing a blue sweater, and then this tannish orangish color is supposed to match Kaylee's sweater, so that way you know what you're listening to.
Some geese begin to fly south from their home in Canada. Why do geese fly south?
I think it's B.
And you can hear how it kind of sounds empty just because it's their voice. You know, in the original clip, you have wind blowing, you have crickets, so I have to make up for that. So it's not just their voice. So, I mean, one of the simple things that you can always add on top of it is music.
From their home in Canada. Why do geese fly south?
I think it's B.
You can hear there for a second, you heard a dragonfly. And that's because in the scene, there's a little dragonfly that comes from this side, and then it goes over here. All I did was I searched up dragonfly, flying, and this is the sound effect. You can see it comes here. And that's it. So you start to stack all these sounds. So let's stack their voices. Let's stack the dragonfly sound. And let's stack, this is wind blowing. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, let's just go to the beginning where there's no voice. And all you're going to hear is this wind blowing. So you start to stack these sounds, and then you come out with a scene that sounds like this.
Some geese begin to fly south from their home in Canada. Why do geese fly south?
I think it's B.
Are you?
And that's it. That's literally all it is. But seriously, I have to give kudos to these girls because this is a practically 2-minute video, and they had to re-record their entire lines after recording the initial filming part of it. It took a couple days, but I mean, I just really wanted to put it into perspective on how hard these girls actually worked. And I mean, the little stuff that goes behind making the video. I mean, you would have never known or guessed that any of that audio was fake, I'm sure, without me telling you. But yeah, that's just something called sound design. In this one, Allie says the wrong line, but we end up getting it in the next clip.
Whatever. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I've been here since first grade. This is like my home.
What? So you don't confuse Coach Mendez and I.
Wait. And 3, 2, 1.
You're walking a prisoner back. Walk. Once we get to the other side, we're back in the...
This is just something I call a filler shot to make it so it's not always on their face.
Okay, good. 2, 1.
Remember when you fell off the chair at people?
Yeah, that was so funny. I fell over and the table fell on top of me.
And remember how Coach Santiago was right there?
And he didn't see or hear a thing. That was so funny. But
And 3, 2, 1.
The minute I go, hey, your response is, hey, coach. That means you did it.
In 3, 2, 1.
yeah, that was kind of embarrassing, but it was
And
really
I
funny.
decided I was going to
But
ignore
remember when the
For whatever
child had
reason.
assembly? She did such a good job. Which other assembly was your favorite?
No, that's not the way it works.
Okay, stop.
Allie, I really like.
Do I start from the beginning?
So Kaylee, ask that question one more time and then we'll go into Allie. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Which habit assembly was your favorite?
Probably when Naisha and Izabella were doing the
I
visual
go,
of the big
hey,
rocks.
hey, I
One of
expect
my favorite,
Try again. Go one more time.
probably the big rocks visual when Naisha and Izabella were doing the visuals of the
you
big
go
rocks.
to your kingdom. We
But
are
one of the
not
things we miss the most from
protecting,
school is
puppy
definitely
guarding the fort. Do we understand?
It was so
That
much
means
fun
if I'm
helping
a
the little kids.
protector, this is a fort.
In 3, 2, 1.
Most though is definitely it was so much fun helping the
Freeze. Okay, in 3, 2, look that way. Allie. Look like towards, yeah, look, look towards a little less. A little less, right there. Okay, ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, my sister told me after elementary school there'll be no more field day, so that's probably gonna miss them.
Well, there's just so much I'm gonna miss from this year.
Okay, and freeze. Isabel.
There's just so much I'm gonna miss in general. She knows it.
Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Go again, go again, go again.
There's just so much I'm gonna miss from this year. But I guess the school in general.
Try again, try again.
All right, so let's pause for a second. So in this clip, if you pay attention closely, you can hear me saying like go, go, go. That's just because Izabella missed her cue. She's supposed to come in on the word in general, but it's just really hard. One, because they talk so quietly. You can even barely hear them. But yeah, so I think Miss Papworth and I agreed that Miss Papworth's just going to give her a cue.
When is it
In
supposed to walk?
in general.
In general.
But you told me that if she's still talking.
No, then you sit down, but you don't say your line yet.
So I also want to pause here, one, to apologize to Izabella, because it sounds like I'm talking to her so rude, or like I'm genuinely upset that she missed her cue, but it's not what I'm meaning, and I hope she didn't take it that way, or any of these girls. I think my way of communicating with them is always just sassiness, because that's how they do it with me. They're always just really sassy, or like they're just very sarcastic. But yeah, I promise I'm not like trying to sound upset with them or anything. I wasn't.
What is my
I'll give you the signal when you
Huh?
do it.
what is my apple? The general.
In general, but this is our last year here. I'm really gonna miss it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, you never just.
Try again. Go again.
Izabella ends up looking at the camera, so we end up having to redo it again.
3, 2, 1. Okay, so now.
So this part right here was just me getting the camera ready. We were gonna do the same thing that we did for field day, where it's like she's pulling the yearbook out, but really she's just pulling out the camera. If there was a camera on the yearbook, what would the yearbook see, basically?
You're just gonna pick it up. No, the camera, because it's like in perspective.
Pick the camera
It's in
up.
perspective of the yearbook.
Okay.
Ready? Perfect. That was it. Ready?
So
3,
this was the
2,
same as
1.
before. I couldn't use a shot because when Izabella comes and joins them, she blocks Allie. So I just had to move and adjust myself.
Try one more. 2, 1. Back to her. Allie, more aggressive. Like you're snatching it. Ready? Okay, so then just pull it out and like da-da kind of thing. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
So both of these were really good shots. It's just, I don't know, I felt like we could do it better. So we did one more day of reshoots and then that was it. I also noticed that in both takes, I had Allie and Kaylee more in focus than I did Izabella. So with the one that's in the reshoots, you'll see that it starts off with Izabella and then it goes to Kaylee and Allie. I just think I was more focused on having them centered the entire time because trying to get them recentered is like one of the hardest things. But okay, on to reshoots. This is some of the things that we might have missed, some of the extra things, or some of the things that I felt like we could have done better.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
So this was us redoing the ending, because as I said before, I felt like we could do it better.
Try again.
This one was a pretty good take, and I like how it's focused on Izabella at first, but as you can see, they're not really centered. Like you see more empty space on Allie's side than Kaylee's.
Where are you going, Chris?
All right, let's do that.
And I believe this is the one that we ended up using.
2, 1.
And you might be wondering, like, why does this shot go on for so long? It's because I needed to give it enough room to zoom in and let the music build.
Good.
No way, they're actually out.
Yeah, thanks for waiting for me.
Look, it's Melissa.
Is that a point blank picture of her?
Look, it's Tara Strong with Lara.
So this part was just us redoing that one part where Izabella comes in and she looked at the camera.
But this is our last year here, and I'm really gonna miss it. Ready? Okay. A little bit less, Allie. I can't see you. So look at Kaylee. Right there. Perfect. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
You also see Allie lunge for the yearbook a bit too early at the end, which was fine because it switches to Izabella opening her backpack anyway, so that part gets cut out. So it was usable.
That was good. That was good.
So I'm pretty sure this shot we redid because I didn't like the way that it looked, but then we still ended up reusing the one from the main shoot. I don't get why. It might have been something with the voice not matching, but I don't really remember. So, but this is just a funny little blooper. Allie quickly forgets she's supposed to go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. A little less, Allie? Hold on. Let me get in a better spot. Ready? Kaylee, then you go. So let's do it one more time. Go, Allie.
So these final shots that you're about to see, pretty much to end the bloopers and the behind the scenes, is us just getting the intro shots, those like extra intro shots for the cassette player. And for some reason, maybe it's because I was working with Allie, of course, that it just took forever. I don't know what it was, but it's pretty funny, so I wanted to show you guys.
Like how you did in the video. So have that thing ready to go. Flip the cassette the other way so it's easier for you. Perfect. And that side goes loaded up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, have it pop. Okay, you ready?
Okay, how do I put it in?
That way. Yep.
Wait, act like I'm opening it?
No, because I can't see that. I'm looking at you loading it. Oh.
I didn't just break it.
Yeah. Try again. Go. Is that how you pressed it? You went like this. You did it aggressive, but you gotta hold it, remember? Because you were holding it in the back.
Oh, I thought I broke it for a minute. Okay, what do I do?
So hold it with one hand.
One hand. This hand?
Your left hand was holding it.
Oh,
Yeah, like that. And then you loaded it, but it was on the floor.
like that?
Yeah, I think like that. Ready? 3.
Wait,
Let me make sure I can see it.
wait. Wait, I had a bracelet on the side.
It's okay. It's fine. 3, 2, 1, go. No, it's gonna break.
Oh my god.
You gotta make sure it sits like flat.
Like,
Yep, no. Keep your hand there.
In the fort.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
You guys have to get smart.
That's not how you did it.
Oh,
You Okay, so just pull it, keep it in there, Allie. Just pull it out just a bit. So, no. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, go.
no, Allie.
Like this, look, like that. You went like that. Kind of like that, yeah. But more like this. Look, like this.
Like,
Yeah, but you have to actually press the button. Okay, you ready?
wait, where was this?
I think you had it. You see where the flower is? Like toss it there. Yeah, perfect. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry.
Lift your hand up more. Do it with like, do it more crazy. Like, yeah, that's the perfect word. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That was good. Okay. I think you broke my cassette. You airhead.
Your head.
Oh, it was at the end. That's why.
Oh my god, did I break it? You broke it.
No, I just have to rewind it. The song's finished.
Oh.
Okay, now I just need to get it.
So I think this is probably one of the funniest bloopers, or like I love this blooper because there's no importance in the shot. We're not even going to hear the audio for it, but Allie was like trying to whisper for some reason. So then I started whispering back, but what she was whispering just made no sense at all. Like I think she was asking, can she hear the music? And I was just like, shut up, shut up, shut up. And then she tries talking again. So then I'm like, shut up, shut up. And it's just, it was funny. I don't know. It's a funny blooper to me. I think it's just because we're not going to hear that audio anyways. And she tries whispering. And I think the whispering is what made it funny. Like it was so important to do it quietly.
Can you?
Shut up.
And of course, I just want to reiterate that I would never say shut up seriously. It's all jokes. It's just how we talk to each other. It's that sarcasm and that funniness. You know, I didn't genuinely mean shut up. It's just, it just played along in the funny.
Let me just put this down.
Only in the fort. That's the only place you can pass it to someone else. So if Johan has it and he's ready,
So I think this might be my favorite blooper just because we're trying to get a shot of her turning up the volume. And when she does it, the music it was pretty loud. But I mean, she's so afraid of other people hearing it, almost as if she's going to get in trouble, even though she's with me and we're obviously filming something. Like she just, I don't know for what reason, but she just kept turning it back down like she was scared. It's the funniest thing.
This was
How do I
actually,
turn it up? How do I turn it up?
just slide it.
Okay.
Ready? Hold on. Let me make sure
Like,
you're in
how am I
focus.
gonna do it? Like that? Like that? Like, how do I do that?
You just slide it with your finger, like you're turning it up. Ready?
Okay.
Stop. You need to just do it and leave it.
Okay.
Ready, go. What did I say? Just leave it. They can't hear you. We're wasting time to do lines.
Okay.
Hold on. Go back
Okay.
and go.
Okay, ready?
Wait. Go. 2, 1.
And that's it. That's all that I have for bloopers and behind the scenes stuff. I mean, there is one more thing. So obviously at the end, the yearbook is lit up, and behind it, in case you didn't know, there's a projector kind of like shining this light. And to see those light beams, I had to get like a haze machine to kind of like fog up the room. That way the light can be seen. And I kind of wanted to do this idea with the girls and have like light shining on them, so it can kind of like switch between the yearbook at the end and then them looking at the yearbook. But honestly, the way that the video came out, and I'll show you it right here, I'll only show you a little bit just because I filmed it so bad, so we never ended up using it.
Kaylee, why are you looking at me?
But I want this to be like a true, this is everything that I recorded for it. So I'm showing you some of it right here. but I think it was a good choice to kind of just leave it out because I don't think it would have fit with the projector thing at the end. But yeah, that's everything. I appreciate you for watching if you made it this far. Now you know some of the things that go into making some of these videos. Props to these girls. They did amazing on every part on their end. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for making the vision come true. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.